What's up, my fellow traders? Hope you all having an awesome day and hope you all had an awesome weekend. So, quick update here on net gas, gold, silver, crude oil. And let's look at US cocoa today as well, starting with natural gas. So what do we have right here? And price is now in a process of a pullback and still below 50 and 20 EMA, not broken above yet. So be careful with the trades right here. We have just got a retest of the anchor level. Now, all I'm looking at bearish engulfer, or let's say this candle goes down with a wick and we have a next green candle, and then the very next candle is a bearish engulfer. So again, this candle might goes down with a wick, green, and a red bearish engulfer. If we have this pattern, in that case, I will go short for natural gas. So very important to see how the next two candle closes. All I want to see a bearish engulfer, either a swing high bearish engulfer or a bearish engulfing pattern. If you are my students, you know what entry pattern I'm talking about. So keep an eye on these patterns. Not buying as long as we are below 50 and 20 EMA. I'm only buying natural gas once we are completely broken above with a candle that has a good momentum, or we might see two good green candles closed above 50 and 20 EMA, mainly above 50 EMA. Once that happens, only then we'll have a change of trend and price might start to push up again. Remember, I've said that we are still bullish on a long term, and as you can see, we are rejecting from 50 EMA. Again, on a higher time frame, if you are a trader who looks for an entry on a daily time frame, if that turns out to be a bullish engulfing pattern, that is my valid swing low bullish buy signal on daily time frame. Exactly like this. That didn't play out, but this might play out. So let's see how this close. If close as a daily candle as a bullish engulfer, in that case, that's a valid buy signal on a daily time frame. Now, the reason I'm looking at a higher time frame, because on a higher time frame, as I mentioned, we are still bullish. All we can see, the price started to push up from here. Breather, pull back, push up, breather, pull back, push up, right here, double bottom, pushes up, and then we had another pullback, then pushes up, right here, double top, sell condition on smaller time frame, pull back, pushes up, break above the previous highs. Now we another pullback. There could be this bullish engulfer that pushed the price higher to make another high, or you might see another retest of the zone below before the price will push up. So all we are looking at the signals on daily and on smaller time frame. Like I said, we are looking at bearish engulfer if closed below 50 EMA. If closed above, you can see we had one candle close above, that is fine. But if the second candle closes back down, we are still looking at short-term bearish trade. So keep looking on daily and 4 hour, wherever you get a condition, we are going to take our entries. On 4 hour, we are looking for the short-term sell trades as long as we are below 50 EMA. All I'm looking at are bearish conditions. That is all I'm looking at. Once we have that, I'm going to go short using 1 ATR for the targets. Maximum I'll go 2 ATR, manage to these recent lows. Let's see how it goes and how it closes. So keep an eye for the next close, possible next two candles. Now here on Owanda, we have a nice pullback, and next bearish engulfer will be my entry condition. Here we have a good gap below 50 EMA. So here if we have a bearish engulfer, that will be a valid sell signal, and I will go short, little scalp, 1 ATR or 2 ATR will be my initial targets, then I exit and look for the next condition. Again, I've already mentioned these zones in my weekends video. Feel free to check my last video where I've already mentioned these zones in all three platforms, and mark these zones on your platform to look for your buy trades from these areas, which is my bullish engulfer like this or double bottom pattern. I want to see from these areas, all three platform. Now here on NEMEX, exactly same. We had a retest of an anchor right here. We have already got a retest of the previous low that has been broken. All I want to see a bearish engulfer. That is all I want to see on this platform to go short. Otherwise, on a higher time frame, again on a daily, if that turns out to be a bullish engulfer, that will be a valid pullback entry bullish on a high time frame, and a price will likely to push up from here. So keep an eye if you are someone who are looking at your trades on a high time frame and looking for the trades on a longer term perspective. Keep an eye on these conditions I've just mentioned. Next up, we have gold. Gold is again exactly like nat gas, retesting an anchor that has been broken, which is right here. Already done the retest. Now all I want to see a bearish engulfing pattern. That is all, and simply bearish trades I'm looking at below 50 EMA, not buying gold as long as we are below 50 and 20 EMA. Buy will only happen once we are closed above 50 EMA. Then I'll start to look for my pullback entry bullish. For now, just bearish trade, but signal will be my bearish engulfing pattern. And next buy area will be right here. 2773.80 goes to 2791.45. 205 from where I will look into enter my buy trades. Otherwise, I'm only selling gold throughout the week as long as we are trading below 50 EMA, but with conditions. Next up, we have silver, exactly same as gold. Here on silver, bearish engulfer will be my entry. We might see a possible head and shoulder pattern, but that pullback will be enough to take our profits if we have a bearish engulfing pattern. So let's see how this goes. Possible left shoulder, head, and we might see a right shoulder. In that formation, we might see a bearish entry and grab our profits on the way down. So bearish engulfer for now, simply look for your entries. If you have that, we are good to go short using 1 ATR or 2 ATRs for your targets. For all the trades I personally take myself. Next up, we have crude oil. Crude oil has formed a double top pattern. Now I've clearly mentioned if we have a wick and price rejects from here, in that case we have a valid double top pattern. So simply either look for double top from here by marking your rejection zone all the way from the wicks to the body, which is right here. If the price pushes up without a candle to close above these highs, then we have a valid double top pattern. The wick can go above, that is totally fine. If the body close above, in that case the price will turn bullish and it will reverse from here. Otherwise, only bearish trades with a double top pattern, that is all I'm looking at. And right here, according to the stops and target, if we have entered here, right here, if we have keep a stop loss a little bit above this pattern, and that looks something like this. Let's see how this goes. I'm still expecting a price to reject and push lower. I'm not buying as long as we're below 50 EMA and as long as we are below these previous tops. A double top here, and I'm likely to see a price to push lower from here to the next level of support, which is right here, these numbers in blue, which I've already mentioned in my previous video. So keep an eye, only sell trades, but we had a valid double top pattern here on crude oil. Finally, we have US cocoa. An anchor level, we had a major level of trend continuation zone, which is 9751.7 goes up to 10,285.9. This zone has been sent to my members, but here I'm giving this free on my YouTube videos. All I'm looking at bearish trade, a nice bearish candle right here, but not an engulfing candle. All I want to see a pullback bearish engulfer. That is all I'm looking at for US cocoa as long as we are below 50 EMA. Buy will only happen from these areas, which I'm going to send to my members very shortly once I see a clear condition and clear bearish momentum. For now, only bearish trades, and I do have these zones right here for the price to get to. If we have a price to get to these zones from bearish engulfers at double top, same like crude oil, I'm going to go short. If you're using a Fibonacci entries all the way from here, as you can see, 50% has been hit. For aggressive traders, I'm not sure how US cocoa will react from the Fibonacci entries. I've not tested Fibonacci entries on US cocoa at all, but it is something I use for all the instrument. It might work here as well. So 1.618 can be your take profit if you have entered using 50% retracement. If you are a student and you are looking at 50% retracement, let's see how this goes. But less aggressive entry will be bearish engulfers or an aggressive entry from the zone above or double top pattern. That is all I'm looking at. So only sell trades for US cocoa. So that is it for today's video. Hope you got a value. If yes, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, so that we can all trade together and trade efficiently. Hope you trade green. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care.